Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm tryna get paid. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm tryna get paid, yeah.
Hello, and what's up, everybody? Happy New Year, and welcome to the brand new Hood Metal Live Stream Broadcast. This is Hood Metal Records. I'm your host, Bihan, and today we're going to be talking about Hood Metal Records, and we're also going to be talking about some 2021 releases, as well as some brand new announcements coming for the new year of 2021. So let me give you just a brief history about Hood Metal Records. You know, Hood Metal Records is nothing gang related. Hood Metal Records is about the neighborhoods and the brotherhoods that we all come from. You know, this is about musical diversity, where we celebrate all different kinds of genres of music. So Hood Metal Records was founded in 2012, and we're actually got a special announcement about that coming up later in the broadcast. But we have a couple things we'd like to discuss today. First off, we're going to talk about some of the releases for 2021. I want to thank everybody that's joining me right now on this live stream. What's up, y'all? And then also, you know, for the future listeners of this broadcast as well. So let's go ahead. We'll talk some audiobooks briefly a little bit. We're going to talk about The Beast Within the Becoming. Let's get that going up here. The Beast Within the Becoming is written by author Sweetness God-Given. This was released on paperback in August of 2020. And then shortly after we started a audiobook, we started production on that. And that actually took about a year's time. That was probably one of the biggest audio projects I by far have ever been a part of. It took, like I said, about a year's time. And, you know, me being a musician and doing an album, this was just so much different, because when you think about doing a record, you know, there's typically one voice on that record. And then you have, you know, some instruments, right? Well, this audiobook was fully casted. We had almost 10 different voice actors for this. There's tons of sound effects. We brought in musicians, local musicians from the Southwest Michigan area to be able to collaborate and provide for this audiobook. And kind of what drew me to this audiobook that's out by author Sweetness God-Given, you can check out her page at facebook.com/author Sweetness God-Given, I believe. But what drew me to this was the female perspective on the metal world. And, you know, oftentimes, you know, in the metal world, we see a lot of us fellas on the stage rocking hard, doing our thing. But what really intrigued me was kind of how a female kind of views things and their kind of side. And, you know, it was really awesome. I really hope that all of you check out this audiobook. I want to say that, you know, holding on this audiobook for a year, it took a long time. You know, Leonardo da Vinci is one of my favorite artists of all time. And his biggest, most famous painting was the Mona Lisa. And to my understanding, he carried it with him wherever he went for like 14 years. And, you know, even though I didn't have it for 14 years, carrying that audiobook for a year's time, it felt kind of similar, because it was like a collection of sounds, voices, instruments, stories, and emotions. And this release is something that you definitely have got to check out. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and that's not just a catchphrase. It will make you laugh, outright sad, outright happy, and just bottom line, it's a really, really fun listen. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a clip of The Beast Within the Becoming. This is a chapter called Blood Pool. This is a scene in one of the rock clubs. So we had some live music and some sound effects, and the narration is done by Sally Waldrop and some of the other castmates. I know Sweetness is in there too. So go ahead and check this out. This is The Beast Within the Becoming, which is available on all digital platforms worldwide. So we're talking about audiobooks.com. We're talking about Audible, BarnesandNoble.com. wherever you like to get your audiobooks. So stay tuned real quick. Let's check out this clip on The Beast Within. This is Blood Pool.
The drummer of the band started a solo in the fucking dark? Mind blown! Yet, the room was silent. Once the drum solo finished, the guitar started to ring in. A red spotlight turned on, highlighting the woman restrained in the bed. The drums came in softly. A white spotlight flicked onto the main stage, highlighting a second woman wearing an elaborate black plastic fetish costume. She wore a master gas mask headdress. It was the manifestation of them all. She was a dominatrix with several pleasure tools latched around her waist. The music picked up. The dominatrix walked down the catwalk and over to the bed. The dominatrix seductively stepped onto the bed, directly facing the woman cuffed to the St. Andrew's cross. The music became heavy, and the bed began to lift back into the air. The crowd started cheering out of control. Once the bed was in the air, the music stopped. The dominatrix unlatched a whip from her hip. The room became silent once more. All of a sudden, the music started playing heavily. The dominatrix started lashing the restrained woman across her back. The woman echoed out moans of delight over the crowd's cheering. Sirens began to ring, and massive amounts of fake blood sprinkled from the ceiling across the entire room. The crowd raged with rejoice as the dominatrix continued to welt the woman while blood spilled from the atmosphere. The beast tilted our head towards the sky, allowing the fake blood to drip down our face with amusement. People began opening up umbrellas and shouting with delight. Abruptly, the dominatrix unlatched the woman from the restraints. She forced the woman down on all fours. The sheets on the bed were covered in cherry red. The dominatrix squatted down behind the submissive woman. Then, the dominatrix reached between her thighs and pulled out a dildo connected to the strap. The dominatrix ripped the panties off the submissive and slowly penetrated her. Once inside, the dominatrix started cold-cocked fucking her right there on the bed in front of everyone. The beast shouted, "Woo! Yes! Now that is a fucking show right there!" The beast threw up her metal horns and tipped her drink, wiped the excess off her lips while fake blood dribbled down our face. The bed started spinning in the air as the dominatrix sexed her submissive in front of the crowd. The bed floated higher into the sky, and then it disappeared. The crowd clapped and shouted while covered in imitation blood. They started headbanging and moshing. Couples started making out and fondling each other. It was a blood shower of arousal. Yes. Yeah.
Welcome back. That was The Beast Within, the Becoming, the Blood Pool chapter. Hope you guys enjoyed that clip there. Forgot to mention that is 18 plus, so hopefully you all turn that down if there was any kiddies around. But stay tuned because we have a little bit more for you coming up from author Sweetness God-Given. Let's actually talk about another release that we had started tracking in October of 2021. This is Makeshift Nothing's Poetry Scrolls, Volume 1. Now, it's to my understanding that this author has a couple volumes out of this right now. This is a book that is based on like fictional poetry. I believe it's like a slam style poetry, which I found was very awesome. During The Beast Within the Becoming, author Sweetness God Gibbon had included some poems within her audiobook, and it was a really cool thing. And I know that she wanted to do that, and that was like a bucket list thing for her, so we had begun production. So I'd like you guys to check out a clip from Makeshift Nothings Poetry Scrolls Volume 1. You can also find that on all digital platforms worldwide. So we're talking about, once again, Audible, audiobooks.com, barnesandnoble.com, and wherever else you like to get your audiobooks. So with that being said, let's enjoy our next clip right here. This is All They See. Check it out.
Despite her smirk, they failed to see that she's losing her damn mind. Attempting to survive in a world where love is blind, all they see is pale skin, long hair blowing in the wind. All they feel is black fingernails scratching down their spine. She's always been too much, even without the touch. All they see is their own tragic state of mind, fascinated by those mystic eyes, wondering what's inside, never hearing her empty cries. Every night she dies a little each time, yet she's immortal, walking through life. But all they see is the eyeliner painted around the windows of her soul. But they'll never know, because all they see is what she wants them to see.
All right, and welcome back. That was a clip from Makeshift Nothings Poetry Scrolls Volume 1. And you can find that release on all digital platforms worldwide. So we're talking Audible, we're talking audiobooks.com, and wherever else you like to get your audiobooks. And those that are just joining us right now, thank you and welcome to the Hood Metal Records live stream broadcast. This is the first one, and we hope to be able to do these quarterly a few times throughout the year just to kind of keep you guys updated. And since we're talking about it, I'd like to invite you to make sure that you like and subscribe to Hood Metal Records on Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel. So let's kind of switch gears here a little bit, and we're going to talk about some music. We've talked about some audiobooks, so let's talk about our first music release of 2021. So without being said, let's get to on 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 2. Let's get the right clip up there, guys. Bihan 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 2 is the follow-up album to the Volume 1 that originally came out in 2012. Now, this record here is heavy metal, it's hip-hop, it's hardcore, it's experimental, and it's absolutely everything that I love to do musically. This was quite a pleasure to be able to record and come back and be able to do. This has a cover song for one of my idols growing up, which was Keith Flint of Prodigy. I did the cover for Firestarter. This album also has some tributes, and it deals a lot with death, and also deals a lot with panic disorder and anxiety, which I am somebody that is a survivor of mental health, and somebody that has had to go through quite a bit of that type of stuff. So I completely understand. And this album to me was kind of overcoming those anxieties and those demons, and learning to kind of, rise up and not tuck your tail, so to speak, and do what you need to do in life. And it's just all about trying to get stronger and be who you are. So with that being said, let me play just a brief clip for you here off my record. This is a heavier song. This is called Hideous by Bihan. Check this out.
It's me versus my doppelganger. The blackouts are major. Someone please make it stop. Now I'm in danger, now I'm in danger, now I'm in danger, now I'm in danger.
All right, and that was just a short clip of some metal music from Hideous, and you can find Bihan 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 2 on all digital platforms as well. So when we're talking music, we're talking about Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, Rhapsody, Napster, you know, all the places you like to go and enjoy music, including Pandora. So check out my full album, 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 2. We did a smaller release for a company called Good and Evil, which came out on...
I sounded from the ground.
Let me get to that right clip here. This is Good and Evil, the chilling and thrilling sounds of Good and Evil. This is the company by my good friends Mike Perez and Matt Chadwick. So want to send some love out to those guys. Good and Evil is a company that's based out of Battle Creek, Michigan, and they are trying to build a Halloween destination that is 365 days a year, which to me is wicked cool. It's right up my alley. So Good and Evil reached out to me because they have merchandise and they also have been putting out comic books. And so they had asked me to do a song, an exclusive song for their EP, which is awesome because this EP coincides with their comic book that had just come out this past October. I was blessed and honored to be the only track that features lyrics and vocals. Everything else is instrumental. And this is a pretty heavy metal EP, I must say. It's perfect for metalheads. So if you like Good and Evil and Halloween and all that kind of stuff as much as I do, you're definitely going to want to check out this EP. It features local talent on this, but it also features some national talent. And forgive me, I can't remember his name. I know it's Steve, but he is a student of the legendary guitarist of Bumblefoot. So that was very cool to be on an EP with a guy that's tied to a guy like that. So I do want to play a clip that I already dinged up on, but hey, who cares, right? So let's play this clip here. This is Good and Evil. This is Bihan, My Destiny. Check it out.
I sounded from the ground up. I gotta keep my head up. Yeah, I feel so alive. Halloween 365. No worries of crashing. It's not a job, it's just a passion. My drive is strong to help the ones who don't belong. Working with the best from the east straight to the west. I'm gonna have a destination that welcomes all beyond the nation. Come one, come all. Dress up loud. Represent yourself proud. This is the place to be for all like-minded freaks and families. What was meant to be? G&E. No hate, just positivity. G&E. The best version of me. G&E. My destiny. Welcome to Good and Evil. Welcome to Good and Evil.
All right, and that was a clip from the Good and Evil EP. You can check that out, of course, as well on all digital platforms. So Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, and much more. So we're going to switch gears here a little bit musically. And I know we've covered some metal, we've covered some audiobooks, but we want to let you know here at Hood Metal Records, it's not just about hip hop or hardcore or heavy metal rock. It's also about other genres too. So in November of 2021, I had the privilege of helping an up-and-coming artist of, let's see here, Mr. Marcus Quinn. And this was his 3-song demo, Marcus Quinn, Phantom Cinderella. Marcus Quinn was a karaoke singer that had competed in some competitions, and he has got some local fame around here, but he wanted to make the transition of going from a karaoke singer to an original artist with original music. And what I was able to do for him was we were able to get him some original music through some hired musicians and to be able to help compose some music for Marcus Quinn. And Marcus, if you're watching, it was a pleasure working and doing business with you. And I hope to have you on as a future interview feature in a little bit down the road. So Marcus Quinn, Phantom Cinderella, you know, and I'm not really a country music guy. I don't want to say that I hate country music because as a musician, I appreciate many genres and styles of music. I don't want to use the term hate. I do want to say that used to really not be my forte, let's say, but it's deeply rooted in so many different kinds of music. And getting to work with Marcus Quinn was a pleasure. And I actually has grown my taste in country a little bit. I mean, I'm an old school Johnny Cash fan, but besides that, not too much. I'm kind of on the aggressive side a little. So that's the metal in me. But hey, so what we would like to do is play a clip of Marcus Quinn. This is just a brief clip to show you some of our work that we've done. This is a country music artist. This is Marcus Quinn, Phantom Cinderella. Check him out.
Before the stroke, midnight my Cinderella's gone. Her sweet perfume still lingers around the bar stool. She said, "Oh, I can't believe she disappeared for my night." Oh, I never found the glass slipper. She left a footprint on my heart. Yeah, my heart.
All right, and welcome back. That was just a brief clip of the work we did for Mr. Marcus Quinn. The 3-song demo called Phantom Cinderella is available on all digital platforms worldwide right now, including TikTok too. So if you like his songs, you can add that like to your TikTok video. You can do that with mine as well. So that's pretty cool what's out there in the world today. So that pretty much covers the 5 different releases that we had for 2021. It was actually quite a big year. So we're getting ready to take a break here real quick, but we have a special spotlight artist feature. I would like to have you guys check out an artist by the name of Ghoul out of South Bend, Indiana. Here's Clever Words. Check him out.
Clever words can save the earth. We're petty, but we're beautiful. Clever words can save the earth. We're petty, but we're beautiful. This is not what we want. No, it's not. And if we stop, make the cut. What if we're wrong?
All right, and welcome back. That was Ghoul, Clever Words out of South Bend, Indiana. You can check out more music by Ghoul on SoundCloud and also at Facebook. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. I can tell you that Ghoul and I go back almost 15 years. He's gone under some other different monikers and played in some different bands. He's currently working on a new EP right now, and I definitely encourage you guys to check out this cat because he's got an awesome cover of a Perfect Circles passive, I believe, that's on SoundCloud right now. So it's definitely something you're going to want to check out. Moving forward, it's time to start talking about 2022. It's the new year. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's ready for some big stuff. Let's start it off right away with our announcement that we are celebrating our 10 years. Whoop, whoop. That's right. 10 years. Hood Metal Records anniversary party event is going to be coming to you live in the second half, probably the way later half of 2022. And we're going to have some live music. We'll have some vendors, some good food, and all that kind of amazing stuff. Hood Metal Records was founded in 2012, as I had stated earlier in this broadcast. And then with the release of that very first Volume 1 record, I was also working with a few independent local artists at the time, just with some independent recordings, and then also helping with some Photoshop design, some photo shoots, some media services, and digital distribution. Those are things that we do offer here at Hood Metal Records. And I know you guys saw that Marcus Quinn cover that you from the country music here just a few moments ago, and that was something that I shot and designed for Marcus Quinn. So that is some of our services that we do offer here for Hood Metal Records. So we're talking about our 10 years anniversary, and what better to announce that we have a special re-release coming out this coming year. This is going to coincide with the 10 years of Hood Metal Records anniversary party. This is Bihan, 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 1. This originally came out in 2012. I really can't believe this is 10 years old now. That's unbelievable. But we're going to remix, remaster, and re-release. This is probably going to be more than likely a Bandcamp exclusive. Probably not going to be too many CDs for this, just because it's 2022. The market for CDs is practically null and void. But then again, you never know. It's something good to have at the merch tables. And then hell, I'm even seeing cassettes out now. So, hey. So kind of moving on here, we talked about our re-release of Bihan 19 Ways to Plead Insanity Volume 1. We've talked about the anniversary of Hood Metal Records, the 10-year anniversary party that's going to be coming up. So we're going to talk about a brand new project right now. And this is going to be a brand new release. It's going to be coming at you probably in October of 2022. And it is my pleasure to announce that Miss Chantel Newton stars in the Malignant Fiend. That's right. We have a brand new exclusive Hood Metal Records audiobook starring Chantel Newton, who just not only happens to be my lovely #1 fiance, but she's extremely talented. Chantel Newton was a breakout star during the Beast Within the Becoming. She was able to play multiple roles during the recording of that, and then has also gone on to do some further narration and wants to continue her voice acting aspirations. So she actually has her own release that she's been working on, and we actually have already entered into production for this release. And I want to say it's probably going to be a few months, but then we'll get the ball rolling. We're going to get it out. So expect a release called The Malignant Fiend coming this October. The Malignant Fiend is going to be a horror fantasy based theme book that's going to be a collection of short stories and poetry. So with that being said, we have the brand new project announcement of The Malignant Fiend that's going to be coming out later this year. We also would like to point out, since those of you, we want to say thank you to those that have joined, that are on the stream right now, and those that will be watching in the future. Some of the clips that we've played, you're going to be able to, find these clips on SoundCloud and YouTube, because we have launched a SoundCloud page. So now you can check out Hood Metal Records and stream the audio portfolio on SoundCloud. You can also visit our YouTube page, where we have some of these examples available as well, just to give you an idea of some of the work that we can do and provide to a lot of the artists. So with that being said, we've covered a lot of announcements and stuff already today, my goodness, and played quite a bit of clips and stuff. 2022 is shaping up to be a very spectacular year for Hood Metal Records, and I really hope that everybody else has a great year as well too. We want to leave on one final note here to kind of wrap this up with some local concert news, because here at Hood Metal Records, we support the scene, man. We support local music, we support local artists, and that means we support local shows. And there was a major announcement that came about a week ago. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but there is a major festival that's going to make us return to Battle Creek, Michigan. Check it out.
Don't miss the return of the most anticipated concert event of the summer. Next Level Entertainment, Ardent Entertainment, and Q106 presents the return of Michigan's heaviest festival, the one and only Michigan Metal Fest, live Saturday, August 13th, 2022 at the Lila Arboretum in Battle Creek, Michigan. There's going to be a limited amount of early vulture tickets on sale January 15th. You don't want to miss out.
All right, and welcome back. And that was an announcement about Michigan Metal Fest. And it's to my understanding there's going to be some early bird tickets that are going to be available this week on January 15th. So make sure you go to Michigan Metal Fest Facebook page and check out where and when those tickets will be available with that link. So major concert news coming to Battle Creek, Michigan. And that's all pretty much that we have for now for this broadcast. We hope to be able to do these quarterly. I want to thank everybody that joined me for this special live stream broadcast. And we hope that you all have a happy and healthy, wonderful 2022. I do want to show off one thing real quick, though, if I can, while I'm chilling. You see my really slick hat right here, my Hood Metal Records bling kind of cap. My mama made me that, boy. Yeah, that's right. She made that all by herself. So I got this for Christmas. So I love this hat here, guys. We might do a pre-order on some of these, maybe. I don't know. Guess it depends on the popularity of them and whatnot. While I'm talking about it, I want to thank Lisa Perez for all of her help with Applebox Creative. It's been an honor to be sponsored by that stellar merch company. And like I said, 2022 is looking up. You know, it's full steam ahead. It's all aboard or no surrender, right? Until the end. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. I'm firing on all cylinders, guys. I'm ready. And there will be some Bihan show announcements, some concert announcements coming within the next several weeks or so. So I've been talking to some promoters and looking at some bookings and stuff. So like I said, we've got some releases. We've got an event coming on the way and much, much more. So check back with us here in the spring. This is Bihan from Hood Metal Records. Thank you so very much for checking out this live stream. Y'all have a good one.